Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Singapore FinTech Festival. And we have Mansa Netei, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Standard Chartered Bank in Ghana. Question to you, Mansa. With regards to the Bank of Ghana and the Monetary Authority of Singapore signing an MOU to set up a trust corridor, what are the business implications for SMEs and Standard Chartered's role in this as well?
Eva, I mean, I guess, in the leading African markets like Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and Ghana, SMEs are really the bedrock of the socio-economic growth and contribute extensively to the overall GDP. These businesses thrive in sub-Saharan Africa, mainly because of the nature of our demographics and our population dynamics. If you compare us to the other parts of the world, Africa's access to available natural resources, its youthful and innovative population, and the value of digital technology for relevant needs implies that financial institutions that make SMEs their focus will continue to inherit, the benefits. Um, a really good example would be the mobile money revolution, which started in your country, Kenya. How, this company saw the opportunity to bridge the gap between the banked and the unbanked. This initiative suddenly just, took off and catapulted and spread across Africa. And even in a country like Kenya and India, and now in Romania. And I think that this sort of brought the unbanked informal sector workers into the financial ecosystem. So in Ghana, the bankable population, Eva, is about 30% penetration. But with mobile money wallets, it's close to 110% penetration. This statistic would blow your mind, but it's the reality of disruptive technology and thinking. While more advanced economies seem streets ahead in terms of technological creativity, Africa, however, has uniquely proven itself to appreciate and utilize need-based solutions, such as mobile money, to solve basic problems, which are integral issues and that confront them. And this is across our diverse populations and economies. Standard Chartered's relationship with SMEs has been a journey and continues to evolve and transform as times change. We've been prescient in our aim to really increase capacity in ways that, by providing access to capital and services that will help these companies grow and offering them the opportunities to connect their businesses to business owners across our footprints. Our commitment since 2009 to connect these small businesses to Asian markets through the establishment of the Renminbi Cross-Border Settlement Platform is a great example of a leadership role we played. We've acted as a catalyst in empowering and helping SMEs develop world-class, organizations. So you talked about this MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding between Singapore and Ghana to develop this trust corridor is a great expression of the establishment of the relationship between, two countries. And by Standard Chartered playing a role in this, we have demonstrated our commitment to be here for good by propelling Ghana into a higher middle income country. It is our expectation that we'll be able to leverage our strong network to connect these SMEs to the most competitive global supply chains in relevant markets across Africa, Middle East, and Asia. The establishment of the Trust Corridor, for example, will prove crucial in how we use technological platforms to promote innovation, invest in disruptive digital technology, and explore alternative business models for these businesses. With our comprehensive strength in trade financing, leveraging our network I talked about, and up-to-date ways of delivering and creating value for these businesses, I believe that we have a key role to play in accelerating the benefits of the Trust Corridor between these two unique countries, diverse yet familiar countries. Before I end, I just really would like to commend the government of Ghana through the central bank for really doing a great job in providing platforms for fintechs and digital financial services to thrive and create and innovate. Recently, Standard Chartered, along with other banks and a consortium of local fintechs, participated in the development of Government of Ghana's pilot digital payment platform. And this is expected to act as a single point of access for all government agencies. And this will significantly boost digital adoption and confidence in the ecosystem and help governments with tax collection now that all this would be digitized. Although COVID-19 has been a mishap, however, it's also been a blessing for companies eager to understand the client needs and use technology to deliver sustainable solutions, such as this Trust Corridor that we're witnessing today. So thank you, Eva.
Thank you very much, Mansa. And really, we can see how technology has improved financial inclusion in the continent and helped to close the gap between the unbanked and the banked.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Thank you very much.
We're very pleased to be at the Singapore FinTech Festival. My name is Jitin Arora. I represent SC Ventures for Standard Chartered Bank, looking at creating SME platforms globally. We clearly know that SMEs are becoming an important part of any emerging market GDP in terms of their contribution, as well as being a bigger employment generator in these emerging markets. That said, we clearly know that their growth is also being hampered by their access to the supply chains that they operate in, as well as access to capital, which they need for their growth to a large extent. This is further hampered by the current COVID environment. But despite that, we think that SMEs, if provided the right platform to grow, will become an even more powerful contributors of the GDPs of the emerging markets. Solve is aimed to become a B2B marketplace that actually helps the SMEs getting access to a much wider revenue of suppliers and buyers in growing their ecosystem, and also getting access to financing in terms of working capital as well as growth capital. With that, we are also very pleased to be participating with MAS and Ministry of Ghana on the Trust Corridor that's being set up, because that enables the SMEs to not only get more domestic influence, but also be able to participate in this cross-border trade flows. With Solve, we're also looking to bring all the financial players to help serve the SMEs in terms of additional fintech players, data providers, financial institutions, as well as making sure that additional players who actually provide business services to these small, medium enterprises come onto the platform. Within the Trust Corridor and participating with the Trust Corridor, our aim is to make Solve a growth partner for the small, medium enterprises. Thank you. We're really excited to get onto this journey.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you find yourself, and thank you for being here with us. My name is John Awuah. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Association of Bankers. As a banking group, we are excited about this Trust Corridor that has been created. The advent of the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us one big lesson, and that lesson is we can do more internally and we need partners to be able to deliver as a country whatever we want to do. As you can see, records from the Registrar General's office tells us that about over 80% of companies in the country are either small or medium enterprises. That tells us that any intervention in that area would go to the core of the country's economic development. So as a country, we are excited. And the fact that the corridor will create a digital platform that helps us to enhance our ability to reach out to more partners outside of the country and also to seamlessly trade with our counterparts in Singapore and elsewhere. We are very excited about this. And as a banking group, we have, as a banking group, decided that we needed to broaden the pie, or the pie of the country had to be to an extent that each bite will give us a level of satisfaction. And that is why we want to be part of creating the environment post-COVID of an economy that recovers as fast as possible. So, and the banking environment on the banking sector will be the ammunition that sparks that engine of growth into the economy post-COVID. As a group, when the pandemic hit us, what did we do? We came together as banks and we set up a fund. We reduced our interest rates from between 150 to 350 basis points. We provided credit moratoria for our customers. We suspended payments in a lot of instances. We suspended charges and commissions on any digital platform. And that tells you how, as a group of people, we can move from one arena to another because of an unseen or unpredictable event. So I'm very much happy to be at the helm, trying to coordinate the efforts of the banking industry to help to put the country back on track. And I'm happy to be part of this momentous occasion where Ghana and Singapore come together to set up this financial trust corridor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best in the rest of the FinTech Festival week. Thank you.